Saberlight, how you doing?
What the heck is up, guys? It's your boy Saberlight back in the house. Nice to have you. Nice to be here, guys.
Yeah, good to have you here. Good to have you here. I've got 3 questions for you, Saberlight. The first one is, and I don't know if I'm noticing this correct, so correct me if I'm wrong, please. But as far as I can see, you are at home.
That is indeed correct. As you can see, this is my nice place. That's where I live. You know, nice. I don't want to DDoS myself or dox myself. Yeah. But yeah, I'm chilling. But I'm leaving to Berlin in like 3 hours. I have a train. So yeah, after we do all the interviews, I'm gonna pack. I actually didn't pack yet, so I need to pack and I'm gonna join the other guys.
How long is the train ride for you?
It's like 4 hours.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's actually really nice.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, well, glad to hear you joining the guys in Berlin. And I also, we watched earlier today your base race, and you went for Omni Knight. Now, did you only pick Omni Knight so you could sabotage Fly?
Yeah, you know, it's like, I don't know, these content pieces, they're always so boring. It's just 2 clowns, you know, hitting towers. So I had to get creative with it. I was like, you know, what's like the most creative hero I can pick for a base race? So I went with Omni Knight.
I think you're the only one that ended up going for Omni Knight, so I respect you for thinking out of the box, that's for sure. I've got one Dota-related question, because you've been winning a lot recently, so we already talked to Balba and to Fly, to Arteezy, and in particular Balba and Fly said that playing with Mikey has had an impact on the team as to, well, first of all, you already learned how to play with stand-ins in the past, of course. I mean, yourself has been a stand-in in the past, so you know what it takes to make people feel comfortable. But there's been also lessons for you as a team, and I was wondering what lessons you in particular have learned from having Mikey, in this case, as a stand-in.
I think he's somewhat similar to Abed, which is nice. So like the playstyle doesn't change that much. He's a bit greedier, but I think they're very similar players. I just learned like how to play with new heroes a little bit, like, you know, like this Huskar mid. I rarely play with Huskar mid, so I think everybody in our team, it was like a learning experience. Like I think at the end, that was like, you know, what item helps you more, Mikey, you know, Solar or Blitz or whatever, because we actually have just no idea how to do it. So Mikey was like kind of leading the game in a way. So that was nice. And he's just, you know, very often he's like going for these like plays on the sideline where he like solo kills someone. I think that's also nice to have, because I think the longer you are in the pro scene, the less likely you are going to go for those kind of plays.
Yeah, it's a bit more risky. He was willing to take those risks, you think? That's the difference maker? Yeah. I'm here with Sheep and Effie and Pyrian. They'd also like to ask you some questions.
Oh, I got some. What up, Saber Chad?
What up?
After you tweeted and said, I have a girlfriend, all you Twitter girls need to stop DMing immediately, did you get a massive uptick in more DMs, or did everyone respect your wishes?
Let's see. I'll check for you right now. But yeah, as you can see, I didn't know that you're going to call me out on it like on a live broadcast, but you are correct. I do have a girlfriend right now, so, you know, now if we can spread the message even further. Guys, or rather girls, stop your attempts to seduce me. I am already taken. And to answer your question, there is no girl DMs in my DMs, so it worked like a charm.
And what congratulations! And for all the lonely Dota souls out there in Twitch chat especially, how do they get as much drip and riz as you to get a girlfriend?
Well, I mean, look at me. Like, you know, when you have a body like
Jesus,
when you have a body like this, I went to gym, so as you can see, pretty strong fella, big legs, ripped out, you know. So that's my recommendation. Get some nice clothes, go to the gym, get your mental health in check. You know, that was also a very important step. As you can see, I'm a very mentally stable person. So I would even say the most mentally stable. So that's very, very convenient when getting a girlfriend. And then, of course, the last step is just being a Riz Lord, such as myself. So that also helps.
Thank you. I will use those tips later.
Wow, I don't even know how to follow up on that. I mean, I'm so in awe of your Riz and your majesty and your.
Please,
amazing-
Effie, he has a girlfriend.
He's
Effie
made
has a
that clear.
girlfriend.
He made it known. I mean, I've
There you
never
go,
seen
guys.
someone so overpowering in their charisma and charm. Good for you, Saberlight. Okay.
Thank
Okay, so honest question now. I've asked a lot of people this, but everyone's like, I don't know. Tell the truth. With the new patch, which team do you think is going to be the scariest to play against? So which team do you think will adapt to it the fastest? And don't say Shopify.
I was gonna say us. That's my plan, you know. Liquid is very hard to beat, so the plan is to just like wait for the new patch, find the most OP stuff, and then just roll over them. But yeah, I think Liquid, honestly, because they're like, you know, they have very good ideas. Either them or Tundra if they make it through the playoffs, because both of these teams have like a really smart coach and they have really smart approach to Dota. So I would assume that they, you know, they like try out an idea and commit to it. If there was all the G in this tournament, I would say them as well. Because, you know, Sepp and Johan, they have also really good ideas. But yeah, the other teams, their ideas are kind of not as good.
Okay, very cool. Last question. So you're my favorite Enigma to watch because you miss as many black holes as you land, and that is actually a very cool thing. Now I have to ask you, like, where does this confidence come from to throw out the worst black hole ever, and the best black hole ever? Where do you find this this inner drive?
Well, I mean, I think people, they kind of underestimate me whenever I read some comments about how I'm missing black holes and like, you know, how do I have the confidence? Like, I'm a level 30 Enigma. Last year I played a major where Enigma was my main hero at the Stockholm. I was like destroying. I remember the one game against Thunder where it was like 0-5 and we destroyed that game anyways. So I know my Enigma's insane of style. Even though I missed some black holes, then, you know, it's fine. I'll know that the next one, you know, I'll hit that one. Like, for example, at this major, I had like a really nice 4-man black hole against Liquid, but the game bugged and I got stunned by the tiny Q. It's very unlucky. But whenever that happens, I'm like, okay, well, this is unlucky. I know that my Enigma is right here, but unfortunately, because, you know, bugs and stuff, I missed that one. But I'll just bring it up.
All right, and if you're right there in Enigma, where's everybody else? Because I think you're there and everybody else is there because nobody else is missing as many black holes. That's a sign of a good Enigma.
Yeah, thank you. It's like, I don't know, these other Enigmas are like so boring. It's especially for the free. I mean, I don't want to call him out or anything, but all of these Enigmas, they go auras, they just farm creeps. And Bulba told me to do the same thing, and I just hate it. I just want to get some holes, you know. But yeah, you know, that's just my playstyle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, it's very fun to watch. Thank you for that.
Yeah. I was going to ask about Enigma Black Holes as well, because he's one of my favorite heroes to play. You're an inspiration, sir. Whether you know it or not, you're an inspiration, because seeing someone of your caliber miss black holes really does fill me with confidence. When I miss one, I can be like, hey, even Saberlight misses black holes. You gotta worry about the next one. You can't think about every single black hole isn't going to be perfect. Think about the next one, right? Stay positive.
Exactly.
Also, I have a
That's
question.
how-
Sometimes you've held up a mug. We've seen you on the webcam holding up a mug. Do you have it there? Why is it so huge?
And what's on it?
It says in Czech, ideal mug for a real man.
Okay.
That's my Sigma personality.
Oh my God.
On the mug. But that's my watermark. I have another. This is my Coca-Cola.
I've got one of those
glass.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever I go to the kitchen, I fill up the small mug with like some soda or something, but I also have to fill up the big mug with water. So then I have the water here, and I'm too lazy to like fill up with soda again. So I finish the water and the soda as well.
That's very
so,
good.
That way I make sure that I drink water.
Excellent. I was wondering. Thank you for answering that important question.
Yeah, and thank you for taking the time to talk to us, Saberlight. We'll let you to packing. Looking forward to seeing you join the guys in Berlin. And looking forward, of course, to seeing you playing again tomorrow. Congratulations on a great series, and have a good travels.
All right, thank you very much, and bing bong.
All the best.